Hi, and welcome to Daily English Listening. Are you learning English? Great. Let's learn English together with a very interesting story. And while we listen, you will also learn something important about life, about courage, and about never giving up. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the like button, and leave a comment below. It really helps our channel grow, and it helps us make more great English stories for you. Today, we are going to talk about one of the most talked about people in the world. His name is Elon Musk. You have probably heard his name many times, maybe on the news, maybe in a conversation, maybe on social media, but do you really know his story? Do you know where he came from? Do you know how many times he almost lost everything and still kept going? Here is one fact that will surprise you. In 2008, Elon Musk was almost completely out of money. His rocket company had just failed 3 times in a row. His car company was about to shut down. He was borrowing money from friends just to pay his bills. And he was sleeping on a couch in his own office. That same man is now, just a few years later, the richest person in the history of the world. How? Why? What decisions did he make? What did he believe in when no one else did? That is the story we are going to tell today. And as we tell it, you will also practice your English with clear sentences, simple vocabulary, and a story that is so real it will stay with you long after you finish watching. And before we begin, write in the comments where you are listening from and what time it is in your country right now. Now, let's begin. Elon Reeve Musk was born on June 28, 1971, in Pretoria, South Africa. Pretoria is a large and beautiful city, but for a young boy with a very active mind, it felt small. His mother, Mai Musk, was a famous model and a dietitian. A dietitian is a person who studies food and helps people eat well. His father, Elon Musk, was an engineer. An engineer is someone who designs and builds things. Elon had a younger brother named Kimball and a younger sister named Tosca. From a very young age, Elon was different from other children. He asked questions all the time. He wanted to know how things worked. He wanted to understand why the sky is blue, how machines move, and what is inside a computer. He loved to read. He read every book he could find. He read science fiction stories about space and future worlds. He read books about computers and mathematics. He read encyclopedias, big books that explain everything about the world. He once read the entire encyclopedia from beginning to end. By the age of 12, Elon had taught himself how to write computer code. He made a simple video game and sold it for around $500. That was a lot of money for a child. But school was not always easy for Elon. He was very smart, but he did not fit in with other children. He was quiet. He was different. He preferred books to sports. Other children sometimes made fun of him. Some bullied him. Bullying means when someone is mean or cruel to another person again and again. At home, life was also not always easy. His parents divorced when he was young. A divorce is when a married couple decides to stop being married. After the divorce, Elon chose to live with his father, Errol. But the relationship between Elon and his father was difficult. His father was very strict and demanding. Demanding means he expected a lot and was often hard to please. Despite these difficulties, Elon kept reading, kept thinking, and kept dreaming. As he grew older, one dream became very clear. He wanted to leave South Africa. He wanted to go somewhere bigger, somewhere with more opportunities. Opportunities means chances to do important things. South Africa also had a rule at that time. Young men had to join the army. Elon did not want to do that. He did not believe in it. So, at the age of 17, Elon made a very big decision. He bought a ticket to Canada. He said goodbye to everything he knew. He was going to start a new life. Arriving in Canada was not easy. Elon did not have much money. He did not have a job. He did not have a comfortable place to stay. He traveled across Canada doing small jobs. He worked on a farm. He worked in a lumber mill. A lumber mill is a factory that cuts trees into wood. He worked cleaning a boiler room. A boiler room is a hot and dirty place with large machines that heat water. But Elon was not afraid of hard work. He was focused on one goal: to get into university and to build something great. He applied to study at Queen's University in Ontario, Canada. He was accepted. He studied hard and did well. After 2 years, he applied to transfer to the University of Pennsylvania in the United States of America. This was one of the best universities in America. It is part of a group called the Ivy League, a group of very old and respected universities. He was accepted again. At the University of Pennsylvania, Elon studied 2 subjects. The first was economics. Economics is the study of money, business, and how people buy and sell things. The second was physics. Physics is the science of how the universe works, how things move, how energy flows, and how matter is formed. He graduated with degrees in both subjects. A degree is the official paper that a university gives you when you finish your studies. After graduating, Elon was accepted into a very famous PhD program at Stanford University in California. A PhD is the highest level of university study. Stanford is one of the most respected universities in the world, but Elon only stayed at Stanford for 2 days. 2 days. He left because he had a bigger idea, something that could not wait. He wanted to start a company. He wanted to build something real. He believed that the internet was going to change the world, and he wanted to be part of that change from the very beginning. In 1995, Elon and his brother Kimball started their first company together. It was called Zip2. Zip2 was a software company. Software means the programs that run on computers. Zip2 made digital city guides. A city guide is a map that helps people find restaurants, shops, hotels, and other places in a city. This was a very new idea in 1995. The internet was just beginning. Most people did not even have it at home yet. Starting Zip2 was very difficult. Elon and Kimball had very little money. They worked from a small office. They slept in the office to save money on rent. Rent is the money you pay every month to use a place. They shared one computer. One brother worked during the day, and the other worked at night. But slowly, Zip2 started to grow. Newspapers became interested. They wanted to use Zip2's software to show local information online. More and more companies joined. Then, in 1999, a large technology company called Compaq bought Zip2 for $307 million. $307 million. Elon received about $22 million from this sale. He was 27 years old. Most people would have stopped there. They would have bought a house, a nice car, and relaxed. But Elon was not most people. He immediately used almost all of his money to start a new company. He called it X.com. X.com was an online banking and payments company. This means that people could send and receive money through the internet. At the same time, another company called Confinity was doing something very similar. Instead of competing, instead of fighting against each other, the two companies decided to join together. They merged. Merge means to combine two things into one. The new combined company was renamed PayPal. PayPal grew very fast. Millions of people started using it to send money online. It was safe, fast, and easy. In 2002, the huge online shopping company eBay bought PayPal for $1.5 billion. Elon received $165 million. He was now very rich, but he was also just getting started. With $165 million in his pocket, most people expected Elon to relax. Instead, he did something that surprised everyone. He decided to start a rocket company. In 2002, Elon founded SpaceX. The full name is Space Exploration Technologies Corporation. His goal was to make space travel cheaper and, eventually, to send humans to live on Mars. People thought he was crazy. Space was the business of governments, of NASA in America, of the Russian Space Agency. Nobody believed that one private person could build rockets and compete with governments. But Elon did not care what people thought. The early years of SpaceX were extremely hard. The company's first rocket was called Falcon 1. It failed the first time. It failed the second time. It failed the third time. Each failure cost millions of dollars. Each failure meant starting again. Each failure meant more doubt, more pressure, more stress. By 2008, SpaceX had very little money left. Elon had spent almost everything he had. His team was exhausted. Exhausted means very, very tired, physically and emotionally. Then came the fourth launch, The fourth time, they tried to send Falcon 1 into space. It worked. The rocket flew perfectly. It reached orbit, the path around the Earth. The team cried. They hugged each other. They had done something that almost no private company had ever done before. Weeks after that success, NASA gave SpaceX a contract worth $6 billion. A contract is an official agreement to do work for money. SpaceX never looked back after that moment. They built bigger rockets. They created the Falcon 9, a rocket that could carry large amounts to space. They created the Dragon spacecraft, which could carry supplies to the International Space Station. And then, they did something that no one had ever done before. They built rockets that could land themselves after flying to space. A rocket that goes up and then comes back down and lands on its feet like a giant metal bird landing on the ground. This was called a reusable rocket. Reusable means you can use it again and again. Before SpaceX, every rocket was used only once and then thrown away. This made space travel extremely expensive. Reusable rockets made space travel much, much cheaper. Today, SpaceX is one of the most powerful space companies in the world. And Elon's dream, sending humans to Mars, is still his greatest goal. While building SpaceX, Elon had another big idea. He wanted to change the car industry. In 2004, a small company called Tesla Motors was looking for investors. An investor is someone who gives money to a company in exchange for a part of that company. Elon invested $5 million of his own money and became the chairman of the company. The chairman is the leader of the company's board. Tesla's goal was to build electric cars. Electric cars use electricity instead of petrol or diesel. They do not burn fossil fuels, so they do not produce pollution. Pollution is the dirty gas and smoke that damages the air and the environment. At the time, electric cars had a very bad reputation. People thought they were slow, ugly, and boring. Nobody wanted to buy one. Tesla changed that completely. Their first car, the Tesla Roadster, launched in 2008. It was a sports car. Fast, stylish, and exciting. It could go from 0 to 100 kilometers per hour in under 4 seconds. People were shocked. An electric car that was faster than a Ferrari? Elon became the CEO of Tesla in 2008. CEO stands for Chief Executive Officer, the person in charge of running the whole company. Tesla kept growing. They made the Model S, a large, beautiful sedan with a very long driving range. Range means how far the car can go on one full charge of electricity. The Model S could drive over 400 kilometers on a single charge. Then came the Model X, a family SUV with unusual doors that opened upward like wings. Then came the Model 3, a smaller, more affordable car designed for everyday people. Affordable means something that is not too expensive, something that normal people can buy. The Model 3 became one of the best-selling cars in the world. To build all these cars, Tesla needed enormous factories. They built special factories called gigafactories. Giga means billion. These factories were so large that they are among the biggest buildings on Earth. They produced not just cars, but also batteries, the large, powerful batteries that store electricity. Today, Tesla is the most valuable car company in the world. And it has done something extraordinary. It forced every other car company to start making electric vehicles. Before Tesla, most big car companies ignored electric cars. After Tesla, every company, Toyota, Ford, Volkswagen, BMW, began racing to build their own electric cars. Elon did not just build a car company. He changed the entire car industry. People often ask, why did Elon Musk succeed when so many others failed? It is a good question. Because Elon did not succeed because he was lucky. He succeeded because of the way he thinks, the way he works, and the choices he made. First, he thinks in very long time frames. Time frame means the period of time you are planning for. Most business people think about the next 3 months or the next year. Elon thinks about the next 20 or 30 years. When he started SpaceX, he was not thinking about making money quickly. He was thinking about where humans would live in the year 2050 or 2100. Second, he is not afraid of failure. Failure means when something does not work. Most people try to avoid failure. They play it safe. They do not take big risks. A risk is a chance that something might go wrong. Elon says that failure is not the opposite of success. Failure is part of the path to success. He has said, if things are not failing, you are not innovating enough. Innovating means creating new things and trying new ideas. Third, he works extremely hard. There are many stories of Elon sleeping at his office, working 80, 90, or even 100 hours a week. He expects the same level of dedication from his teams. Dedication means giving all your energy and focus to something. Fourth, he invests in things that he believes matter. After selling PayPal, he put almost all his money into SpaceX and Tesla. At one point in 2008, he had almost no money left. Both companies were close to failing at the same time. He borrowed money from friends to pay his personal bills. But he did not sell his shares. He did not give up. He kept believing. And that belief, combined with hard work, long-term thinking, and a tolerance for risk, is the real secret of Elon Musk. Elon Musk does not stop at rockets and cars. He has started other companies to solve other problems in the world. One of these is Neuralink. Neuralink is working on a technology that connects the human brain to computers. This sounds like science fiction, but it is real. Tiny devices are placed inside the brain. These devices can read signals from the brain and send information to a computer. The goal is to help people who are paralyzed. Paralyzed means when a person cannot move parts of their body, usually because of a brain or spine injury. One day, Neuralink might allow paralyzed people to control computers, phones, or even robotic arms with only their thoughts. Another company is the Boring Company. Boring has two meanings in English. The first meaning is not interesting. The second meaning is to dig a hole or a tunnel. The Boring Company digs tunnels under cities to help with traffic. Traffic is when there are too many cars on the road and everything moves very slowly. Underground tunnels could allow cars to travel at very high speeds underground, not avoiding the traffic above. Then there is XAI, Elon's artificial intelligence company. Artificial intelligence, or AI, is when computers learn to think and make decisions, like humans. Elon believes that AI is one of the most powerful and potentially dangerous technologies ever created. He wants to build AI that is honest, safe, and good for all people, not just for a small group. These companies show something important about Elon Musk. He is not trying to just make money. He is trying to solve the biggest problems facing humanity. Humanity means all the people in the world. Elon Musk is one of the most famous people alive today. But being famous is not always easy. He is known for saying surprising things on social media. He is active on X, the platform he bought and renamed from Twitter in 2022. He posts his opinions, his jokes, and his ideas at all hours of the day and night. Sometimes his posts create big controversies. A controversy is when people strongly disagree about something and argue about it publicly. When he bought Twitter in 2022 for $44 billion, many people were confused. Why would the richest person in the world want to buy a social media platform? Elon said he believed in free speech. Free speech means the right of people to say what they think without being punished. He felt that Twitter was not allowing enough free speech, and he wanted to change that. After buying Twitter, he made many big changes very quickly. He fired a large number of employees. He changed the blue checkmark system, the small blue symbol that showed someone was a real, verified person. He changed the name of the platform to X. He changed the logo. Some people loved the changes. Others were very angry about them. The debate continues today. In his personal life, Elon has had many challenges. He has been married 3 times and has many children, more than 10. He tries to spend time with his children, but his schedule is extremely busy. He has spoken openly about difficult experiences in his life, including his difficult relationship with his father, struggles with loneliness, and a neurodevelopmental condition called Asperger's syndrome. Asperger's syndrome means the brain works in a different way, which can make social situations harder, but can also lead to very strong focus and unique abilities. Elon has said that his different way of thinking is one of the reasons he has been able to imagine things that others cannot. Elon Musk is in his early 50s. For most people, that would mean slowing down. But for Elon, it seems like the story is just beginning. His biggest remaining dream is Mars. He wants to send humans to Mars within the next 10 years. SpaceX is already building the Starship, the largest and most powerful rocket ever created. Starship is designed to carry 100 people at a time to Mars. The plan is to build a self-sustaining city on Mars. Self-sustaining means the city can survive on its own, growing its own food, making its own energy, and living independently from Earth. Why does Elon care so much about Mars? He often says that humanity needs to become a multi-planetary species. Multiplanetary means living on more than one planet. He believes that keeping all humans on one planet is too dangerous. A disease, a war, an asteroid, any of these could destroy all life on Earth. By living on Mars, too, humanity would have a backup. A backup is a second copy, a second chance. At Tesla, the next big goals are fully self-driving cars and affordable energy storage. Self-driving means the car drives itself with no human needed. Tesla already has technology that can drive the car automatically on highways. Full self-driving cars could change how cities work, how people commute, and how many accidents happen on roads. At XAI, Elon is racing to build a version of artificial intelligence that he calls maximally truth-seeking. He wants AI that does not hide the truth, that does not have hidden political opinions, and that helps all people equally. Whatever you think of Elon Musk, whether you admire him or disagree with him, one thing is clear: he is not finished. He wakes up every day thinking about problems that other people have not even noticed yet. He is, without doubt, one of the most consequential people of our time. Consequential means having a very large and lasting effect on the world. And that is the story of Elon Musk, from a lonely, book-reading boy in Pretoria to the man who is trying to take humanity to the stars. His life teaches us that failure is not the end, that big dreams are worth protecting, that the most important thing is not what others think of you, but what you believe in and how hard you are willing to work for it. If this story touched you, I would love to hear from you. Tell me in the comments, which part of Elon Musk's life stayed with you the most? Was it the moment he almost lost everything in 2008 and chose to keep going? Was it the image of a 12-year-old boy teaching himself to code, alone, in South Africa? Or was it his dream of one day looking up at the night-tall sky on Mars? Write your answer in the comments. I read every single one. And if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like. It only takes 1 second, and it truly helps our channel reach more English learners around the world. Subscribe to Daily English Listening so you never miss a story. Every week, we bring you a real person, a real journey, and real English that you can use every day. Thank you so much for watching. Your support means everything to us. See you in the next story.